of our own, or vegan. Meditate, no problem, no need to run, everybody runs themselves. Run to my office. And we run together. Yeah, it would be nice, huh?
Yes.
But if we have a nation, we just take them, huh? How many can we take? Many, yeah? We work and then each one take care of one refugee. Too much. Too much manpower and too much finance for that. If we take only one, no problem. But just in this world, they make so many problems. They don't allow us to do that. Otherwise, our disciples would take one person, no problem. Even all the Haitian people or the African, we take them all. No discrimination. There are many African children abandoned in the jungle, and they have to fend for themselves from the crocodiles, bears, and lions and all that. When I read that on the airplane on the way to America, I just happened to read that news that 9,000 children are homeless, no parents, or parents are killed or something like that. And they escaped. They had to run for their lives because it is written that if the children are caught, they will be they pierce their wrists together, nail them together, and then torture them, and then let them die. Therefore, the children run for their lives. About 9,000 of them. Sometimes they die on the road. Sometimes nobody takes care of them. They have to go out and hunt for food, eating crocodiles and eating mice and roaches and all kinds of things, or leaves and branches. No one cares for them. Somebody wants to care, and then over there they stop them. They don't want the aid. They don't want people to help them even. So when I read that, tears just streamed down my face. It just happened very naturally. You cannot control it. You feel like they are your own. Just such a situation it makes you shed tears. So actually we don't care just only for the Vietnamese. We care for everyone. We truly care, but nobody believes us. For example, when we say we want to flow some money into some country in order to secure the livelihood of the Vietnamese when they come later, some banks just look at us like we're criminals. Like, where do you get the money, Or what for? From where? From which? They think we're not clean money and things like that. It's even that. Even they want to flow money in, because the government demands that you have to have some certain things in order to prove that you can take care of the Vietnamese refugees. And we want to talk to the banks in order to do that. Then they look at you. They don't want it even. You understand? There are obstacles everywhere. Everywhere. You cannot force the small man to think big. That's the trouble. And the world is full of small men, small-minded people, and they cannot believe they are big people. Cannot believe it. Children cannot understand grown-up thinking and ideas and the way of working. So obstacles, obstacles, and obstacles. I cannot tell you all, it's too much. I cannot tell you in detail. Understand? You don't know how much time, money, and effort, energy I spend on the Vietnamese refugee issues. It's okay when it's successful, everything is worth it. I don't mind spending 10 times more. But nothing done. No one truly wants to help you. They want to make money out of this blood and tears business. How can there be some people like this? Sometimes it's difficult to be sincere in this world. Nobody recognizes sincerity. They only know business and commission. Yeah, and you mean the money they get out of business. They look everything as business, even humanitarian projects. They want to earn before they even deal with you. So I truly want to make a nation for Vietnamese refugees. I just don't know how to go about it. Maybe we can do it. Maybe not. It's up to up to the karma of people. It's not that I don't try. I try every way already. Even when I went to Miami, my sister was living there. I didn't even have time to see her. And I didn't want to see her also, because I didn't want to leak out my work at that time. Understand? If she knows, everybody else knows. If I walk around, all the disciples would see me. Understand? And then they come and ask and make trouble, make noise. I haven't seen her for 25 years. She just flew in from Vietnam. I haven't seen her for 25 years, since Vietnam. And even then, I didn't go to see her, just because I had to do my job first. The interest of the people comes first. Just to let you know that I've done all my best, even sacrificed everything, including myself. You know, sometimes when I went over there, and in some other places, I cannot tell you at the moment, in some other neighboring nation, yeah, outside the United States. And because of the time changing, you know, I had no time to rest all day long. I was supposed to sleep in the daytime, because in Taiwan it's night. But then I had no time to sleep, because in the daytime I have to talk to the political leaders and the brokers. The leaders brokers. Yeah, understand? And the refugees brokers, humanitarian project brokers, all this. Many brokers. I just discovered there are such brokers. I didn't know that they exist. I thought they are land brokers, real estate brokers, bank brokers. I never knew political heads brokers before. I know now. So, anyhow. So in the daytime I have to talk to them, you understand? Talk to them. So at night time, sometimes I was just so tired, wanted to sleep, but then there are other meetings. You understand? And it's so difficult to crawl out of bed, you know, when you just close your eyes. And it's so deep in samadhi, you know. It's so difficult to crawl out of it. So difficult, so difficult. I never knew it was so difficult like that before. Because when you fly for 20-some hours and you have no rest at all and immediately go for meetings, and you no time to rest, and then just close your eyes and fall into deep sleep, and then you have to crawl out of it. Oh, I tell you truly, I really crawl out of it, you know. Really, I could not stand up, crawl out, and go in the bathroom and get cold water, you know, splash all over your body and shiver, and turn all the lights that you can get on, you know, to wake yourself up. It's so difficult. It's really difficult. So actually, I have done all my best. If you're concerned about them, I'm more concerned. But you know what it's like in this world. I truly want to make a nation for them because nothing else helps. I'm fed up seeing all these political leaders, brokers, and nothing done. You understand? Spend so much money just for nothing. So this is when I want to truly make a nation. I never thought about this before. I'm not interested in having a nation because I have the whole world. There's no interest. Huh? Too small. We have the whole world, we have the whole universe. Why tie yourself up in one corner? But it's just this time, you know, I feel pushed, I feel pressed to have nowhere to go. And the refugee issue is very, very, you know, pressing. And the Haitian people also. I heard that when they go back home, they're brutally treated. That's why they all run. They never ran before. It's not for economic reasons only. You understand? It's not for economics. I keep telling everybody like that because some Vietnamese people escape with a lot of diamonds and gold. They're so rich. They use gold to buy water to wash themselves in Thailand every day. That happened, and that you know also. Some of you know, huh? Yeah. When the water is so rare, they have to use gold to buy it, to bath. So it's not for economic reasons that they come. So anyhow, I keep telling people, but they don't want to understand. They try to label them as economic immigrants so that they can bring them home. I understand their problem also. You understand what I mean? But for us, we understand the Vietnamese refugees. They're very, very desperate. Because the human psychology can only take so much. After so much hardship and terror in Vietnam, one terror after another, it's very difficult to get on the leaky boat with no food and no water, with children and all that, and see all these pirates terror on the sea and survive even. After all this psychological, enduring, they arrive at the free country and then they're put up in concentration camp and treated like criminal again with no hope, no future, everyday pressure to be sent back home. You understand what I mean? The human psychology is not metal, it's not made out of wood and stone. They cannot bear it anymore. One day is equal to 10 years. I cannot bear it anymore. And that I feel, that's why I cannot bear it for them also. I'm very sensitive, I can feel what they feel. So you understand? Even if they go back to Vietnam, they will be treated nicely. Even suppose it to be like that. For example only, if they're going to be treated very nicely. Even then, during this waiting time, it's hell for them. They are really pressing and breaking their psychological and enduring ability. That's why they broke down. And then the world just blames them. Only I understand. I never blame them for anything they do in the refugee camp. Because they just press together like chickens there. Even chickens, when they put them so tightly together in the cage, they bite each other. That's why the rising of chicken people, they cut their backs in order so that they don't bite each other even. Or they give them drugs so that they become like idiots and they don't even know how to bite. That's what it is, you know it. Nah? You read in the newspapers and research, Even chickens cannot bear this condition. How would a human being bear it? And you don't know how they press together in such a hot and no trees and nothing, no air condition, no fan and nothing like in Hong Kong. They press together each one for 1 square meter or something like that. And 3 storage or 4 storage beds. Children and adults all sleep together like that day in, day out. And waiting in the sun to get some food. And the food is not tasty the way you want. And you have to endure that for years, months. And looking for freedom. I had no hope in the future even. Can you believe it? How would you believe? How can you bear it? If I was there, I'd go crazy too. It might happen like that. I'm not sure I can bear it. No one can. Therefore, I'm very pressured, in my heart. When I sleep, I think of them. When I eat, I think of them. When I walk, I think of them. When I talk to you, I think of them. When I meditate, I think of them. I cannot leave them. I cannot get them out of my head because of their feeling, desperate feeling. I put myself in their situation and I understand. That's why I run around the world, doing some things that you never know even that I'm doing. For them, for their sake. I don't talk to you about all I have done, just some of it, just 1% of those things. I don't mind to work, but when it's not successful, you feel tired and desperate and cornered. I was thinking I have to make a nation for them, make my own law, and bring how many people in as I want, anytime I want. Then we would have our airplane, have our own people. Just bring them in and then make them work, let them work, whatever work we have. And create jobs for them. We live together, maybe poorly at first, maybe not comfortably at first, but free. And loved, living in love and dignity. I think they would understand and they would accept that. Yeah, even if I offer them little at the beginning, but they would accept that. They'd be happy to do that.